Hello survivors and welcome to First Aid Spray, a Resident Evil podcast by fans for fans. This is episode 75 and in this edition we've gathered to celebrate another complete season of the show with the quiz. Steve takes us on the wild journey of Trivia Challenge Round 5. My name is Sai and joining me on the panel this week, he's the creator of the Brad Vickers Resident Evil board game trilogy, so I expect full marks on any questions that happen to be about old Chicken Heart himself from Steamforged Games, it's Sherwin Matthews.
Yes.
He likes sci-fi horror, his specialist subject is Rebecca Chamber, and he likes long walks along the Sword Coast. It's James, aka Moist Owlet.
Just a singular chamber.
It's 9 AM where they are, so I suspect they've been up all night brushing up on facts about every jacket that Leon S. Kennedy has ever worn. It's Michael Burger time early.
The prime Resident Evil Leon jacket is from the original Resident Evil 4. Nobody else has the fur right.
And he's here to keenly defeat brain teasers. It's Kelsey, aka KDB.
Yes, it's still going on. I'm impressed.
That's the last one ever. I'm tired. We're done now. That's the last one. And our Lord and Quizmaster with the sultry voice and the big brain, and he's very handsome and a great friend, and I'm not trying to butter him up for points, I swear. It's Fire Button Steve Valance.
Hello, everybody.
Every episode of First Aid Spray is recorded live on our Discord server, so join now to hear the show early and unedited, and to become part of our fantastic little community where we discuss life, the universe, and Resident Evil. You can find a link to the server as well as all of our social media profiles at our website, faspraypod.com. It's the support of our listeners that keeps First Aid Spray going, so why not check out our merchandise or our Patreon page? Tiers begin at just $1 a month. Head over to patreon.com/faspraypod for a full list and the chance to create bonus First Aid Spray content. Speaking of the hashtag content, there's been some kind of new stuff from all different directions over the last few weeks. The latest Moment of Relief episode is out now for Patrons, and it'll be dropping for everyone on the 28th, which is our 5th anniversary, and it is kind of it's a bit of a celebration of 5 years of First Aid Spray, but also more broadly, it's a look back at the state of Resident Evil over the last 5 years compared to, where it was when we started as a podcast and where it is now. And also, we have a new episode of Tier Death Experience that just dropped for patrons where we ranked every outfit that Chris Redfield has ever worn. Well, or thereabouts anyway. Coming out for public in the last few weeks, the latest episode of Now That's What I Call Survival Horror for Metroid Fusion, where Jordan picked his top 10 tracks for that soundtrack, and the Film Club bonus episode for Halloween, where we talked about the original movie and its remake. We've got some other content in the pipeline. I'm just going to say it now because I'm really excited for it, and I think everyone else should know that we've recorded the next episode of Now That's What I Call Survival Horror that's coming to Patreon soon, and it's the DualShock Resident Evil 1 soundtrack, so please do look forward to that. That's everything from us. Let's take it into a rather light, thankfully, because it's quite a large panel for this episode, version of the Resident Evil news.
Resident Evil 4 has been nominated for Game of the Year.
I don't know if there's a ton to say on this between everyone, but Kelsey, do you think this is deserved? How do you feel about this?
Well, it's incredibly controversial. I can't believe a remake has been nominated for Game of the Year. I'm just disgusted, frankly. I mean, no, I'm joking, obviously. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's definitely one of the best games of the year. Mm-hmm. Incredibly stacked year for games, as we know, so a lot of competition. But I think when it all comes down to it, when it comes to especially action adventure, Resident Evil, it's consistent. I think it's been every game that has released apart from RE3 remake has been nominated for Game of the Year in the past 5 years or something. Is that right?
Maybe.
So not Reverse and Resistance. I mean remake to Village.
Every game.
Village and RE4, and I think RE7 was. Wild to me if it wasn't. So yeah, unsurprising. Definitely deserves to be nominated. Not sure it is the best game of the year, but yeah, not surprised to see it up there.
Sherwin, you're a big fan of Remake 4, so happy to see this up for the conversation.
I mean, for me, it is the game of the year. It's very deserving. I mean, these things are always subjective, aren't they?
Of course.
But I really do think that Remake 4 reinvented the game in a way that I think... I'll actually go as far as saying I think Remake 4 reinvented the game in a way that I haven't seen since the remake of Resident Evil 1.
Yes.
Or Resident Evil, I should say. And that alone is enough for me to think that's just an incredible achievement, because not only does it recreate the game in that in that such spectacular manner, but it's also a good game. There's a whole bunch of games that have been recreated and they're absolute, yeah. Whereas this is actually just thoroughly welcome in any collection, I think. So yeah.
Steve, what are your thoughts on RE4 being nominated for Game of the Year? And also, I should probably point out as well, a few other categories as well. Best Audio Design, I think Best Action Adventure. How do you feel about this?
I feel like it's good that it's managed to stay in power, staying in the critical consciousness to get here.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people who in 2019 got a bit miffed that RE2 got snubbed, personally, because compared to some of the other things like Death Stranding, I feel like it got robbed a little. Whereas this time it's almost the opposite. Like I appreciate how good RE4 is, but I actually don't think it's going to win it. I don't think it deserves to win it in a way. I do think in the action adventure category it's probably got its strongest chance, but I don't think it's taking the big ribbon home.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's probably gonna take that one. But Game of the Year itself this year is ridiculously tight. And before we started recording, most of us were just sat here singing the Alan Wake 2 song. So
Exactly.
Bergs, how do you feel about RE4 Game of the Year and its general nominations?
I appreciate that it got the token nod for Game of the Year. It was a very good remake. I think I prefer it over the original, despite what I said earlier. But we were memeing about Alan Wake for a reason. Like, if it's not Alan Wake, it's Baldur's Gate 3, which is a game that between the 7 members of this panel right now, we have logged 4,000 hours. Looks at us, James.
Yeah, I was going to say. James, Game of the Year, is it Resident Evil 4? Is it Baldur's Gate 3? How do you feel about this?
Yeah, so when it comes to Baldur's Gate 3, I've got more hours than all of you in Alan Wake 2 in comparison. But yeah, I think it really deserves that nomination. It does. Yeah. Like I put so much time into that game, and I really enjoyed it. In fact, I didn't think Baldur's Gate 3 was going to come out this year. I thought it was going to be pushed back to 2025. 2024, so I said RE4 was my game of the year when it came out.
Yeah.
But yeah, then we had BG3, so I'm biased. But I think it should win action adventure.
Yeah.
There's no other contest for me, and I think it deserves it. And I think Capcom deserve it too. With all of the the work they've been putting in, they deserve some of these big awards, and action adventure is a big deal too. So yeah, I hope it wins that.
Yeah, I think from what I remember, Steve, as you sort of mentioned, did Remake 2 win Best Audio Design? Or maybe it was RE7? I know that's Resident Evil's had that before. Maybe there's a chance that it scoops up that as well. It is going up against, we mentioned Alan Wake 2, and I imagine Dead Space 2 and stuff has some pretty good soundscape. So that's also a potential. I, like you, James, said that it was probably Game of the Year when it came out, but it's just been such a mad year. Literally, Choji on the server made a distracted boyfriend meme of me being like, Game of the Year about, RE4, Tears of the Kingdom, and all. It's just like how it's continued to be like, oh no, wait, actually this. It's just been a mad year for it. So yeah, quite rightfully, as people have pointed out, it's good that it was still in the conversation at this point, even though it's been out 6+ months into one of the craziest years we've had in the industry for a very long time. So yeah, it's nice that it's got the nod, whether or not it actually makes it the whole way.
It reminded me of 2008.
The amount of crazy stuff. Yeah,
absolute bombs.
I think it was 2013 or 2014. One of those years as well was really, really good. But
I mean, personally, I'm fond of 1998.
Yeah, that's the one.
My last year was 97, 98 as well.
Yeah,
that was. If I was going to compare to 2023 to a year for me, it would be like 98, 97.
For sure.
Mate, 86 was where it was at.
Underrated, genuinely. Yes. Okay, cool. Well, with that out of the way, that's the news, and I guess we'll jump into the season finale, which is Trivia Challenge Round 5. And now, reading the file Regulations for Trainees from Resident Evil 0, Sammy Rowett, who you can follow on Twitter at SamRowettGames.
Training Facility Mission. This training facility will raise a new generation of model employees to serve the future of Umbrella Corp. Applying the strictest and most rigorous training standards, this facility will, without regard for gender, race, or creed, produce only the best candidates to be the global future leaders of Umbrella Corporation. We look forward to the development of your leadership qualities. Training Facility Guidelines: Discipline, Obedience, Unity. These 3 words are the basic principles that govern Umbrella Corporation employees and are to be considered the law of this facility. Keep these words in mind at all times. Devote yourselves to your training and bring honor to yourselves and the corporation. James Marcus, Director, Umbrella Corporation Management Training Facility.
I'm going to just grab the ball and run with it. It's fine. Right. This is going to be a multi-round quiz with various different things. My general modus operandi was multimedia. So there will be multiple different things, different ways of earning points. Now, the first round, you're all going to be individually DMing me your answers, and it's going to be multiple choice questions. Round 1 is called Memory Hold Lane. And since it's the starting round, the rules are very simple, okay? All I'm going to do is I'll give you a question. There'll be 3 possible answers. You DM me, and you get 1 whole point, 1 singular point if you're right for each question, okay? But it's not a case of fastest finger first.
Do we type the answer or the option?
Best to just, since I'm not going A, this, B, this, just tell me your answer.
Right.
Okay? So get ready on your DM. Oh, I'm going to feel popular on Discord for 5 minutes. It's going to be cool.
So you're going to wait till everybody's given an answer, I take it, as you say. It's not
Yeah,
like
that's
it's not a
correct.
speed
And then I'll
thing.
give you the correct one.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so let's get this show on the road if we're all ready. Nice, easy one to break you in. Question 1. In Jill's scenario of Resident Evil 1, Barry has to shoot down a zombie that follows through a door after her. How many shots does he take? 1, 2, or 3?
There's a trick question here, depending on which game we're talking about.
Also, in we talking about the 96 version. Are we allowed to
We're
specify?
talking about the 96 version.
So in remake, there's some certain ways that scene can go, isn't there? So
I was being specific with that, not
Okay.
saying remake.
okay. Sure.
Okay, so the answer was 3.
Yeah.
So just tallying the points. It's a surprising turnabout, everybody. Like really. I mean, everybody's got it right.
Yeah.
It's like we're on a podcast.
Who would have thought? The first answer. Okay, right. Okay, question 2. Which of these characters has never ridden a snowboard to our knowledge? Leon Kennedy, Jill Valentine, or that zombie police officer that appears outside the STARS office in Resident Evil 2?
Superb question.
Yeah, it's great.
This is great.
I'm still waiting on an answer.
Give him pressure, Steve.
I do want to say, Steve, you've done really well. That's not one that anyone can just quickly go check on Wikipedia or anything. Absolutely tremendous book.
Well, I if you want to cheat, that's on you. It just means you're doing the quiz next time. I'm waiting an answer from...
Wow, what a threat.
Okay, KDB sent his answer. Burger, have you sent your answer?
I have,
okay.
yes.
Right, okay, cool. The answer for that one was Jill Valentine. Okay. Okay, question 3. In Smash Brothers Ultimate, which character didn't get a spirit fight for their sticker? Chris Redfield, Claire Redfield, or Albert Wesker?
Interesting. I like that one. Some real shot in the dark stuff happening right now.
I mean, it's close, James, but it's not Mario.
If you don't know the answer, just type Waluigi.
Oh, yeah.
He definitely doesn't. You're right, yeah.
Okay. Bergs? Oh, it's close, but it's not the answer we're looking for. The correct answer is Claire Redfield. Okay, right. Question 4. Now, this one is specially catered to one member of the podcast, and I hope they appreciate it. In Resident Evil Gaiden, the main setting is a boat called the SS Starlight, the Spencer Rain, the Floaty Toasty McBoaty.
Is it called that because it's really warm on board?
Yes.
Okay.
Didn't play that DLC.
Just a fan mod.
Okay,
There will be
right.
now.
Yeah.
So the correct answer was Floaty Toasty McNally. It's the SS Starlight. Yeah. Okay, you're doing great so far. All right. Okay. Question 5. In Europe in the 1990s, who published the Resident Evil games alongside Capcom? Electronic Arts, Amiga Entertainment, or Virgin Interactive?
I don't need no multiple choice.
I think I sent that before you finish reading it.
You can tell the questions are of a certain age. Half of them I finished typing the answers before Steve even finished. The ones that I have no idea after a certain point, I've got no idea. I can't find what
That's it. Enjoy it while it lasts, I think.
I'm just giving you all,
Yeah.
Elon Musk. No, thank God. Okay, right. After question 5, we have question 6. But no, the answer first. It was Virgin Interactive, everybody.
Okay.
Well done.
Hey.
Okay, right. You massive sweaty nerds. Your next question. To Resident Evil, what is Suleputer? A QA team, a corporation, or a record label?
Can you say that again?
Question 6. What was Suleputer to Resident Evil? A QA team, a corporation, or a record label?
Can I ask how it's spelled?
Suleputer.
You know what? This makes it sound like a weird humble brag sort of thing, but I'm really glad that I've never heard of that. I'm about to learn something. I've never genuinely heard of what this is.
How is ignorance a humble brag? I don't know if you realise, I'm actually pretty dumb. It's the weirdest brag ever.
Enjoy the one time that it happens is kind of more than I'm getting something out of this evil way.
Okay, so Sai, despite not knowing, was the only one who got the answer right.
Yeah!
Suleputer is, I don't think
There's
it
the
is
brag.
anymore, but at the time it was Capcom's record label for all the games. It was Capsule Computer, Capcom, Suleputer. Yeah.
Weird.
So I want to argue for a moment that a record label is in fact a corporation.
That's a valid point.
You see,
You can have an
judging from the
independent record
Wikipedia
label.
entry. Moving on to question 7. Okay, right. Question 7. In Resident Evil 2 1998, what is the name of Tofu's mini-game? Tofu Battle, Tofu Survivor, Bean Curd Knife Rumble.
Isn't that a Fall Guys mini game?
It will be.
That's what I'm calling Fall Guys from now on.
Knife Rumble.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm keeping it nice, getting multiple choice. James. Yeah, Ronald McDonald The Return was not one of the answers. I mean, I appreciate that I haven't said exactly how these points are tallied yet. I'll leave it at that. No, I'm kidding. Right, okay, so the answer for that one was indeed Tofu Survivor. You're all doing so well. If any one of you gets this next one, you're all sweaty nerds. Right, so question 8. In Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, the BOW Nemesis lost a fight to Chris Redfield and whom? Mike Hagger, Jill Valentine, or Iron Man?
This is the non-canon quiz. I love it.
Can I hear the question one more time, please?
In Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, the BOW Nemesis lost a fight to Chris Redfield and whom? Mike Haggar, Jill Valentine or Iron Man?
Oh, actually, I wonder.
Very good. The answer for this one was indeed the mayor of Metro City, or former mayor of Metro City, Mike Hagar. Only man to pull off, a strap and trousers in an intimidating fashion.
And sensible shoes.
Right, okay. In Resident Evil 1 Remake, Chris's best ending... Oh, hang on. Oh, good. Kels, you're doing great. Come on now. Don't worry. Everyone's doing great or having fun, I hope. Right, okay. Question 9. In Resident Evil 1 Remake, Chris's best ending, how many STARS members have died inside the mansion?
Wow, okay.
Okay.
Sorry, this was remake, you said, yeah?
In Resident Evil 1 Remake, in Chris's best ending, how many STARS members have died inside the mansion? The answers are 1, 2, or 4.
Okay, hang on. Just give me a second.
The question is how many have survived?
No, how many have died inside the mansion? 1,
2,
2, or 4.
Okay. There's questions to technicalities. I take you're not assuming the labs underneath is part of the mansion.
I am being pedantic as all hell.
Okay, useful to know.
Is a balcony inside the mansion?
Is it, or isn't it?
That's a risk, KDB.
Yeah, that's the question, isn't it?
The other really disturbing thing in my head, I'm thinking about all the ones that died in the story I wrote last year. It's completely got in the way of it all.
Oh, wait, can I change my answer?
No.
No, you've sent your answer, it's been done.
What was the choices again? Sorry, 2,
1, 2, or 4.
Okay, I've chosen.
Okay. I'm still waiting on Sherwin.
Yeah, let's give you a number.
Okay, so the answer was 1.
Okay.
Forrest isn't inside, he's on the balcony outside.
Yeah.
Enrico is underground. Richard is in a shark. So that leaves Kenneth. Poor Kenneth, the only son who died in the mansion.
You said remake, didn't you?
Yeah,
I
What
did.
about the guy who dies with poison?
Yeah.
Isn't that in the mansion?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's in a shark.
remake.
Well,
He's in a shark in a separate building. To be fair, James,
Yeah.
you got it right.
I said at least one.
Yes. That has a bit of facetiousness.
To be
Right.
strictly true, can you get Chris's best ending if you let him die of poison?
Moving on to question
I don't
10.
think it matters. Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Can you really consider it the best ending if you did everything you could to try and rescue a teammate? Really?
The rules of quiz is it doesn't matter what the right answer is whatever Steve's got written down.
Yes.
I'm with you on that one.
Steve, how many points do we have right now? Is it in thousands?
Well, we've only got one more question in this round, and then I'll give you a recap. Okay.
10,000 points.
You're doing pretty good. Honestly, you're doing pretty good. Question 10. What was Resident Evil 7's VR preview demo called? Bedroom? Dining room? Kitchen?
I wish.
Wait, have we got a sound effect for this on the soundboard?
A dining room.
I'm pretty sure I've put in the rules somewhere. Don't use the soundboard during the podcast, but I think we can let that one slide.
During the quiz, I'll allow it. Well, for this moment, I'll allow it.
Thanks, Steve.
Expanding those CEO powers.
Yeah.
Okay. Berg says... Okay, right. So that was the end of round 1. You're all doing pretty good. One of you is a SWAT. Right now we're sitting at Sai has 10 points.
Yeah, clean sweep, baby.
KDB is in second with 7. Sherwood is in third with 6. Berger in fourth with 5, and James, to say that they're not rating themselves very well, they've already got 3. These are some hardish questions. I feel.
Patronize me.
I honestly feel like you're doing great, everybody. I'm proud of you all.
Marathon, James.
That's right.
Okay, right.
Most of my answers aren't even the ones Steve's saying.
That's probably a contributing factor.
The last one, I missed you. I didn't hear you say remake. The Richard thing. Oh well, I'm still second. I'll take it.
This is where probably everyone's going to make a lot of points. So, welcome to round 2. A little round I've called Tiered Death Experience. Right,
Got
so
this one.
don't worry, I'm not bringing out a chart. This is a memory test. And even then, right, you can remember things or you will die, parentheses, lose points, close parentheses.
Oh, God.
Right. The goal of this round focuses on listing answers to a topic. So either you get them all and I say that's it, or we run out, or you just can't think of any more answers. Okay. Now the order we go in is from the lowest to highest in terms of scores in the previous round. So we'll go in Sai, Kels, Sherwin, Berger, James. Right? In reverse, sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say it's the opposite way of what you just said.
No, sorry, I mean in reverse.
Yeah, I'm winning.
So James is going first. Anyone who can't answer loses a point.
Oh, man. Okay.
Jeez.
Okay.
The chaos round, basically.
Punish it.
Yeah. I've got to make it brutal somehow.
Oh, I love it. Let's do it. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sort of adjust my scoreboard accordingly before we go, so I can keep track of who's next before I completely mullock this up. This was originally going to be a vastly more complicated round, and it's still complicated. But I wanted to work in the pun, so to your death experience. All right, okay. So, starting with you, James.
Yo.
All you need to do is give me one name, and then we move on. All right. So, question 11.
Ruby Rod.
Name to me all the canonical members of Stars.
Say again?
Name to me a member of Stars.
Jill Valentine.
Okay. All right. James gets 1 point. Berger, name to me a member of Stars.
Rebecca Chambers.
Okay.
Still your
Sherwin.
Boris Spare.
Okay. Kels.
Chris Redfield.
Very nice. Sally.
Barry Burton.
I feel like we just got the title sequence coming through.
do.
Sorry, did you say my name?
Yes, please.
Oh, we're going back around again.
Oh,
Yeah, we keep going until someone mullocks.
Okay, Enrico Marini.
Fantastic. Berger.
Albert Wesker.
Whoa, we're running thin on the ground now, gang. All right, okay. Sherwin.
Richard Aiken.
Very nice. KDB.
Kenneth. Second name.
I'll take it. It's a fussy one.
Come on, you used the initial and everything.
Yeah. Sai.
Joseph Frost.
Very nice. Okay, there are only two remaining.
Oh, God.
So, James, member of Stars.
No idea.
You sure?
Yeah.
Brad Vickers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, James didn't, so that means that James loses one of their points.
I didn't answer the question wrong, though. I mean, I'm just saying, I just didn't answer the question.
If you can't answer, or or you give me a wrong answer, it still ends the round. I'm sorry if I did not explain that thoroughly enough. However, you all got some points, and the remaining members were Edward Dewey and Brad Vickers.
Ooh.
Okay. So
Berger and I had those two. We were literally waiting for our turns.
Yeah.
Thanks, James.
You're
job, James.
welcome.
I like it. Thanks. Well done.
All right, question 12. Now, this one, there are, again, 12 answers for this one, and I will be accepting remakes. What are the RE games that feature the Raccoon City streets? James.
Resident Evil Nemesis 3. Nemesis.
Mm-hmm. Berger.
Remake of Resident Evil 3.
Oh, we're being that on the nose with it. Okay. Show him.
Resident Evil 2 original. Or Resident Evil 2 is it just called?
KDB.
Outbreak 1.
Very nice. Sai.
Outbreak File 2.
I mean, why not, right?
Yeah.
James.
Did we say Resident Evil 2 remake already?
No, you've just had it. Well done. Berger.
Resident Evil 2 N64 release.
See, it's not on the postcard. I'm afraid that ends the round.
Yeah, sorry.
That is the tiered death experience. The remaining answers were all a bit mid, to be honest. We had RE-verse, Resistance, Umbrella Corps, Operation Raccoon City, Umbrella Chronicles, and Darkside Chronicles.
Resident Evil 2 Tiger 99X.
It's not on the answer sheet. I'm sorry.
I'm not sure if it's even in there, to be honest. I have no idea.
It absolutely is. It's the
Okay.
best street. It's the bleakest.
I wasn't sure if it just starts you in the RPD, to be honest.
I'm sorry. I was trying to be pedantic. I apologize.
It's fine. This one's probably.
Is purely a Steve option.
If you want to try and play games with the quizmaster, you might win, but you might lose.
Let me see.
I love you all. Don't worry. These are nice questions. I'm giving everyone a chance.
Uh-oh.
Theoretically. Right, question 13. I speak words good. Give me every game that's released on the Resident Evil engine or the RE engine. The Reach for the Moon engine. James.
Resident Evil 2 Remake.
Okay. Burger.
Monster Hunter, the new one.
That's fine. Monster Hunter Rise.
Nice.
I'll take it.
The new one. Nice.
There's only one Monster Hunter game on it, and I'm feeling very nice. Okay, Sherwin.
Sunbreak is what it was called.
Okay, Resident Evil 3 Remake.
Mm-hmm. Mr. KDB.
RE-verse.
It's on the list. He gets a point. Right, so.
RE Resistance in that case.
Yeah, they get a point. James.
RE7?
Yes. Burger.
Devil May Cry 5.
Yes.
Burger living up to the I hate Resident Evil gimmick.
I'm impressed with Burger. This is awesome. RE8. Or Village,
yeah.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. I was going to ask you for Sherwin, and you just got in there with an answer. KDB.
Resident Evil 4 remake.
Oh, it's getting good now. We're out of Resident Evil games.
Yeah.
So.
Street Fighter 6.
Well done.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, James. Not to worry you, but we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 answers remaining.
Wow.
Dragon's Dogma 2.
It's not
Suck
out
it.
yet. It's not released.
Oh, come on!
Was give me every game that's released to the RE.
Come on!
I'll let you have another go because that would have been valid in a month.
You can have that point then.
Hey, this is coming out in a month, right? Right, guys? Right? Right.
I'll give you a re-roll. I'm being very generous here.
I can't think of anything else right now. So.
I have the last one.
Go on then, Burger.
It's Exoprimal.
They've got it.
Right.
I wasn't going to mention that.
So
I mean, listen, I play a lot of Capcom. I like Capcom, right? I know I get the memes, but I play a lot of their games. So I see the hand come up quite a bit.
Right. So, God does it. Right. The remaining answers were Capcom Arcade Stadium, Capcom Arcade Stadium 2nd, Ghost and Goblins Resurrection,
Wow.
and the Ghost Trick Remaster, which is technically not a remaster; it's in a different engine.
Huh.
Wow.
There you go.
And then
Right.
Dino Crisis remake next year.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Don't. Just don't.
Excited for that. Yeah.
All right. Are we all good? Are we all ready? Because question 14 is probably it's close to our heart. This one,
Okay.
What colour
the
shirt is
SD
Simon
Perry
wearing?
novels. We've covered
Yes.
them. We've
Yes.
loved them, but can we remember their subtitles? Bonus points if somehow you get this all in release order, gang. Right. So yeah, can you give me the subtitles? Because they're all called Resident Evil. There's something. What's the something? Starting with James.
You mean like Resident Evil blah.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 0.
Okay.
Can we get them in release order? Go for the last one.
That's fine. That's fine. It's still on the list. It's fine. Burger.
The Umbrella Conspiracy.
Very nice. Sherwin.
Caliban Cove.
Ooh, it's getting good. KDB.
Dark Side Chronicles.
Legals. This is the first time someone's going down a point from the total rounds. Oh no. No, that's not one.
Resident
Dark Side-
Evil: The Dark Side Chronicles isn't a game.
No, book.
What am I thinking?
It's an
Not
SD
a
Perry
book.
novel. The question was
okay.
in the SD Perry novels. I apologise if I missed.
Oh no, sorry. That's my fault. Yeah, I completely misheard you.
So the remaining answers, everybody, were Code Veronica, Nemesis, Underworld, and City of the Dead. Yes. Shame, but all right, okay, right. Now this one's a little bit self-flagellating. This is a bit too First Aid Spray centric. I apologise, but we have to do it. Okay. Question 15. We don't half love a good film here at First Aid Spray. Even better if it's a Resident Evil one. But tell me, what are the films we have discussed to date that are not Resident Evil ones? And I'll give you a tip. They come in pairs. Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead. What are we doing?
You want to reread the question?
I love the way that every single time it's like, what are the rules again from James? Knows his
Yeah.
Best trolling ever.
So we're just saying a film that we've covered.
Yeah.
We are saying a
Resident
film
Evil.
that First Aid Spray
Alien.
has covered that isn't Resident Evil.
Alien.
We haven't.
We did do the commentary track. I mean,
Yeah.
Got it all wrong. All right, I'll let you have that one, James. That's the one film that isn't a pair.
Dare you? First
Yeah,
Dragon's
no,
number
that's
2.
fine. Ruining the quiz now. Okay, Burger.
The Thing.
Yes, Sherwin.
Oh damn, those are my choices. Hang on a minute, there are no Resident Evil movies. This is easy. Welcome to Raccoon City.
wah, wah.
It's not a Resident
See?
Evil movie.
Its full title is Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City, and I guess that ends the round.
That's a very short-lived round.
Mate, to be fair, we started with a question that answered was contested. So I suppose. Oh, and I worked so hard on these questions as well.
We can tell, Steve.
That was a great concept for a question.
Yeah.
Poorly executed by us.
I was
you know,
ready to go.
I mean, we had both versions of Thing, both Street Fighter films, both Halloween films, both Mortal Kombat films, the good Silent Hill film, and the terrible Silent Hill film.
Which one was the good one? Is that the one? With
The first
Shane?
one.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
first one. Good is a loose term, but there's still all to play for, as it turns out. The scoreboard reads as follows. You know, in first place is still our illustrious CEO, Syniac, with 14. In second place now lies Sherwin at 12.
Nice.
In third place, it is a joint with KDB and Berger at 11. And then James is not far behind at 10.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm
See,
doing I'm this is all the plan. It's all
Right,
planned.
now I have to guide you all to the chat now, because our next round, it's close to my heart. Round 3 is called Itched Paintings. So for this round, it's like, think of it as the art gallery of your dreams, and our incredible host has taken some screenshots or imagery from other Resident Evil products in the franchise, and I've tried to make them unrecognizable or to somewhat recognizable. This one's first come, first serve, because whoever gets it right gets 5 points.
Before you drop this, what I'm going to say is, not knowing that this would come, I apologise to the audio listeners. This will be like, what's going on? But if you want to jump over to YouTube for the video version, these images will appear on screen.
They will. I've kept them to a side specifically.
Cool.
So
we're all good then. Let's do that. Sorry, Steve. Do go on.
No. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just getting make sure I get my numbers right. So question 16 is, what's this?
Do I have to buzz in?
Jill.
Or just yet? It's
What do
Jill
we do?
RE3 remake intro.
Can we type you an answer?
Yeah.
You're right. Basically, whoever speaks up first wins, but you all
Right,
spoke
Resident
over
Evil
each
3
other.
intro. There you go. Resident Evil 3 intros. Jill Valentine's sitting on a bed.
Yeah, Sherwin gets that one.
Yeah,
because,
that's fine.
We sound-
because-
Oh man, I was about to
Chaos.
say Jill as well.
right,
we
yeah,
say
you
our
don't need to
names or
buzz
something?
louder. And I'm going to be honest, that was the easiest one.
Okay.
Right, okay. The next question. What's this?
Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yeah, what? Side. Is it?
Buzzer?
Elsie,
Buzzer,
Elsie.
me.
Yeah, Burger, go for it.
It's Resident Evil 0.
Incorrect.
No, it's Resident Evil Revelations 2.
Incorrect.
Is it Alexia
damn it.
Ashford from Code Veronica?
Incorrect.
What the is this?
It's Dead Aim.
Incorrect.
Oh
I
wait,
take it
that's
if-
Resident
hang on a
Evil
minute,
4 remake. It's Leon.
Incorrect.
Hang on a second. If you guess and you're out, are you out, or can you
I
keep
want
on
to keep
throwing
going
results
until we
down?
get it, because there's only so many Resident Evil games, Sherwin.
It looks like Leon.
Is it
Yes,
Resident
it
Evil
could be
remake.
Leon, but it's not Leon from the
Resident Evil 2 remake. It's RE2
It's not.
remake.
Oh,
No, it's not.
RE2
no,
original.
It's OG. Yeah, it's RE2
Umbrella
original.
Chronicles.
Oh, I hate this game.
I'm sorry.
It's
That's the
madness.
correct answer, and it got lost in translation. So let's
Right.
just.
Is it Leon?
It is Leon.
Is it RE2
The
original?
original Resident Evil 4.
It's yeah.
Sherwin gets it again.
Oh,
What?
jeez.
It's nothing like it. Incredible.
That's
I
so
think
cool.
I think you'll find
Alright.
is exactly the same image.
No, I'm game. I'm in for I'm in now. Let's go.
Okay,
I
right
hate
now this is my favourite quiz question of the entire bracket. Just so you know, okay? What game's this one from?
Sorry, is that Village?
Yes, Kels, go on. You did kind of buzz
Sorry,
in.
the mic cut out then. Is it me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
go on. You buzzed.
This is Resident Evil 4 remake.
Incorrect.
Sorry,
Remake.
Village.
It's not a remake, but I'll allow it. James got it. It's RE7.
I did say remake. Whoops, my bad.
I'm with you, Kelsey. I thought that was,
Remake.
I thought
Won't
that
be
was
long.
full remake, but there we are.
Where is
See, that
that?
was my favourite question. That was like, I mean, that's
Oh, yeah.
a server meme done right.
It's-
you know?
Yeah, hashtag Tarp Watch lives again.
Yeah. Okay. And the next one. This one is. I want to know what it's from.
The Resident Evil board game.
Yes, it's the Resident Evil 2 board game. Literally taken
Kelsey.
from the Steam Forge website.
I kind of thought I had to get that one right.
Okay. All right. Where are we? We're on question 5. What's this from? Now think about it before you jump in.
Sorry, Resident Evil Revelations 1 ending.
Yes, that's correct.
You've recoloured.
Well done.
You've recoloured it. That's very clever. I see what you've done there. That's genius, actually.
It's
Well,
really
nice.
cool.
It's very clever.
Okay. All right.
It looks a little bit like the Game Boy Color version of it.
Question 6.
Okay, Tekken Tag, but
No.
Yeah, Tekken Tag.
it
Wait.
It is Tekken Tag. Yeah.
Resident Evil 5.
How did you clock that?
I can see Wesker.
Oh, I didn't do well enough. Yes,
There he
in
is.
fact.
He's staring at me
Yeah.
from the character selection screen. That was really.
I didn't understand what we were doing then. Did we not just have to name the game?
Yeah, I did. I named it. It's Resident Evil 5.
Yeah. No, it's no. It's,
This is from
no,
RE5.
It's clever. Yeah.
Wait.
That's awesome.
what-
No,
Yeah, that image of
just
Wesker
Oh, I
is from
see, I see,
RE5. That's really clever.
Look, Photoshop
Oh
is my
my-
passion. Okay. Okay. Next question. Okay, you're telling me what Resident Evil game this is related to?
Right.
Resident Evil 3 remake?
That's correct,
Yeah,
Sherwin. Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's.
know, I played a game that was released after the 2000s.
I am stunned. I literally just took a Mass Effect 2 screenshot and a Mass Effect 3 sorry, Resident Evil 3 screenshot. Just. Okay. All right, and the last of the itched paintings. What's this from?
Okay.
Kelsey.
Yes, Kelsey.
I was going to say Code Veronica, but now I'm
Yep,
thinking.
no,
it's
that's fine.
Oh, yes, I see it.
Teeth.
Yeah, I see it. I thought it was going to be a trick then.
Yeah,
because-
so did I.
The
we'll
Wii
take Code
version of Dead Rising, Shop to You Drop, is based on the RE4 engine. So I was like, is that the answer? But no.
Ooh, yeah.
There's Steve Bernstein hanging out in Willamette.
Yeah.
Yeah, just chilling.
Just chilling.
Okay. So the scores they're taking a turn. There is still plenty of chance to win because this next round is going to be very fun. Allegedly. Currently, it's Sai in first place with 29 points.
Nice.
Sherwin in second place with 27 points. They really came into their own that round.
Mm.
Third is KDB at 16. Moist is in fourth place, 15. And Burger is in last with 11. Now, okay, right. Now I need to screen share. Give me a second. I only need to play audio because our last of the main rounds is coming up.
The main rounds.
I might have let something slip. Oops. Oopsie. Okay, all right. So this one's going to be a slightly fussy round. Now pay attention to the rules, okay? So round 4 is called Now, is that what you'd call survival horror? Okay.
This is about to become the best round ever.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this one.
Okay, so this round right here, this is where we probably are going to decide everything. Well, mostly everything. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play some song or audio snippets at you, and all you have to do is decide and tell me whether it's a survival horror game or not for a score payout. Now, depending on what it is...
Is this like a buzzer one again, or do we just send you...
No, this is a buzzer one, but I insist that you all go like, me! Or something, so I
Say
can
your
go,
name.
right.
Maybe don't yell me.
Yeah. So they are going to vary in difficulty depending on what track they are, and I guarantee some of you won't get any of them. All right?
Can we just pick a soundboard doodad and then use that to buzz in?
Oh, that's gonna become mayhem.
Yeah, that's it's gonna be bad enough as it is, I think.
And also, sorry, we have to say whether it's what game.
Yeah, I'm just getting into that now. So, right. As for what is and isn't a survival horror answer, well, we're gonna go down the internet. We're gonna ignore the internet rabbit hole, their definition of it. Right now, survival horror was a marketing term. Okay, so if a track is from anything that isn't Resident Evil related. Isn't Resident Evil, then it is not a survival horror game.
Okay.
If it is Resident Evil related, then it's survival horror, okay? And if you can get what game it's from, you get points as well. So, for example, the first track, this one's almost a gimme, whoever gets it. I'm going to play the sound sample.
Very quiet.
That is not survival horror.
Right, so Burger, you want to say it's not survival horror? What game?
Definitely Casino Night from Sonic 2.
All right, so if Burger had got it fully right, they would have said not survival horror and Sonic Mania. But but they still get a point for saying it's not survival horror. Are you with me? Because I realise we're getting lost in my rules.
Makes sense to me.
No, I get.
Yeah, makes sense now. Yep,
okay, right, all right. Okay, so
we get points when it isn't a survival horror track, if we actually get what it's from as well.
Yes, yeah, there are points for saying whether it's survival horror or not survival horror, and there are points for telling me what game it is.
You better have facts and do in here. I you enjoyed that game.
I'll give you
Was that correct though? That was Casino Nights, right?
It was Chemical Plant Zone Act 2 from Sonic Mania. You don't need to get me the full track name, just the game it's from. Right. Are we all ready? That was the teaser round.
Sure.
That was the teaser question. Okay, right. Question 25, as it turns out. We've gone quite far.
Sai.
ADB.
I heard Sai first.
It was Sai first.
It is survival horror. It's Resident Evil 96.
Yeah, that's probably the easiest question in the entire quiz. All right, okay. This one is question 26. Burger?
That is a survival horror game.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Yeah, it's from Silent Hill 2.
Incorrect.
Oh.
It's not survival. Can I buzz in for the thing, or is it just
now? Yeah, they haven't had the correct answer. I'll let you.
It's not survival horror. It's from Silent Hill 3.
No, it's not survival horror. It's from Quake.
Oh.
Well, that's cool. That's it.
Okay. Right. Where are we? Right. What number are we on? All right. Okay. Question 27. Sherwin.
Okay.
You sure? Oh,
yeah, it's definitely you first.
Okay. Yes, it is survival horror. It is
Incorrect.
From...
Oh.
In which case I'm just out. I think KDP was next.
I feel like we need to rejig this, because if I just say that's it and it's over, it's kind of no fun. But unfortunately, there's only two answers, like survival horror or not survival horror.
I mean, I think guessing the game we'll keep
going to guess the game. You lose the first point if no one gets it. All right, okay.
Yeah,
Kels, you wanted to guess?
Oh, I've completely forgotten what I was going to say.
Say that again.
Sai.
Is
it Parasite Eve?
It is Parasite Eve.
Yeah.
It is not survival horror, so no one gets that point. But Sai does get some points because it is Parasite Eve. I really should have thought this one out there.
This is confusing, but I am having fun. So
I like this one a lot.
Question 28.
Burger. This is not survival horror.
That sounds so familiar.
What's the game?
I want to say it's a Final Fantasy game, but it's probably wrong. Final Fantasy. Play it again. Sorry, yeah, I don't know the game, but I know it's not survival horror.
Incorrect on both counts. Sherwin.
Oh, really?
No. In which case, I don't have an answer.
Okay.
This is like title music to something.
I've got a guess, but
Well, I mean, yeah, by all means.
if no one else has one, I'm going to just go Dead Aim, maybe?
Incorrect.
Okay. Yeah. Weird.
So there's only 2 people left.
Really?
That's James and Kels. Can they figure it out?
Dark Side Chronicles.
Good
Close,
shout.
but no.
Ah.
It was Resident Evil: The Umbrella Chronicles.
Close.
GG's well played. You know what? I'll give James 2 points for that because that was hard. And that was close. All right, question 29.
Oh crap.
Sherwin?
Wait.
Yes, I think it is survival horror and it's Code Veronica.
Incorrect.
Oh.
On both counts? Oh, no.
I'm kind of going to keep that vague. I feel like
I know what it is. Sai.
Go
It's
on,
Resident
Si.
Evil. It's Resident Evil 6.
Incorrect.
Is it not? Da-da-da-da-da-da. I know it though.
Any other takers?
This is some.
I'm just going to guess. Should I just
Go
guess
on.
Resident Evil 5?
Incorrect.
This is some cheeky, tricky stuff. I know. I can tell.
I don't know what's going on with my microphone, by the way.
So, James, you got a guess?
I do. Resident Evil Revelations.
Incorrect.
Mercenaries 3D.
Close, but no cigar. It was the
shout.
right system. Not survival horror. It's Project X Zone 2.
God damn it! I knew it was some BS.
Okay, right then. Question 30.
Cheeky.
Not survival horror.
Yes, James.
Dead by Daylight.
Close. You get the not survival horror point.
I'm going to take a guess. Is it Bloodborne?
Incorrect.
Damn.
You keep playing it?
You want to replay it? I can replay it.
I'll jump in quickly though. Is it Dead Rising?
Incorrect.
Is it a Castlevania game?
Incorrect.
Okay.
Final Fantasy.
Incorrect. You know, to say that they wanted to be Game of the Year, and I thought they'd recognise Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh!
Oh!
Nice.
Hashtag fake fan.
What's the title?
Okay.
I tell you, I'm shit at music.
There's a
I
lot of
always
music
say
in that game.
Oh, you see, I didn't save the title. I just kind of got someone's gameplay and may have ripped the audio from it. I didn't know. Okay, question 31. This one's going to be good.
It's survival horror.
Yes, James?
It's Resident Evil 4.
Yeah!
Well
Yay.
done.
We got right since Resident Evil 1.
Oh, I'm terrible at music, he says, and then immediately just Oh, I got this.
I mean, let's be honest. I put 100 hours into that game and constantly listen to that.
Put 4,000 hours into Baldur's Gate, apparently. We didn't get that one.
Yeah. Well, you know, it has 3 discs of OST that I have to listen to.
Okay,
so.
all right, fair enough.
Now, this is my favourite. This is the one that I'm going to, like, if you get any of it right. Question 30 through 32.
Going. It's survival horror. I think it's director's cut.
Incorrect.
Oh! I really recognise that.
Resident Evil remake.
Incorrect. So, any other guesses?
Ooh.
The original Resident Evil, 96.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
Oh, okay.
It's not that.
Is it Deadly Silence?
Incorrect.
Damn.
James.
Good shout.
Burger.
I like Steve's incorrect. We need to soundbite that.
Yeah, that should be on the.
Listen to what your colleagues have said, whether it's survival horror or not, and what game it may or may not be.
I'm feeling like it's not.
What game is it?
Silent Hill.
Incorrect. Burger, you got a guess?
It's going to be a Transformers game.
No.
Perfect Dark.
Okay. Well, James was the first one to say it's not survival horror, which it isn't. It's Kingsfield.
Oh.
I've never played that
Kingsfield.
game.
I know, but I picked that game primarily because I was playing it and it inspired the whole round because I thought this track sounds an awful lot like a Resident Evil 1.
It sounds
It
literally
does.
like...
Sounds exactly like what happens when you get the picture puzzle right.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going for because I'm a mean quizmaster.
No, it's what it's supposed to be.
That was
It's
fun.
good.
Right. Okay. Question 33. Are we all ready? All right. Ears open. Are we listening? That's the spirit.
That's
I
like...
went,
Yes, I.
Got it.
Is this...
I said first.
So, it's survival horror. Is this Resident Evil 4 remake separate ways?
Incorrect.
Damn.
Well,
No, sure.
you
No,
didn't get
yeah,
it right.
yeah.
It is survival horror, but you didn't
Yeah,
get the
it's
game right.
Resident-
Right,
it's
okay,
Resident-
Sherwin, what answer was it?
It's Resident Evil 4 original.
Yes, it is.
God damn it. I was like, oh, have you been the cheeky and used the remix version? But apparently not.
Okay, right. So we have, that would normally be where the quiz ends, but because we normally do a few more than just the 10 on Now That's What I Call Survival Horror, there are actually a few extra questions. Because it's just the way it's done. It's the done thing. So that I was having so much fun. So here's question 34, 33.1, 34.
Sai. That is survival horror. It's Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. That was way too easy, apparently. Showing... It's not Faxanadu, but I really am looking at you and hoping for the best for question 33.2.
Sai. Based on what you just said then, is it Excalibur? 2555, whatever it's called.
Incorrect.
Okay. Worth a go.
And for future reference, everybody, it's not Pilot Wings.
Is it Star Fox?
Incorrect.
Not survival horror. Breath of Fire.
I mean, someone said not survival horror, so they get
Yeah.
the whole
Alright, okay.
5 points. And the game is still up for grabs.
Is it MechWarrior 2?
No.
Vagrant Story.
Not a Vagrant Story track.
Great.
That's just a guess.
Okay, I'm just going to look at chat. Do any of you guys have an idea?
No.
It's not Vagrant Story.
Okay, it was Time Crisis.
Oh.
Shame on my family and clan. Our very last one. This is probably my knife twistiest, and I encourage you all to let it play through before I get an answer.
Oh, I hate that I know this.
So what's that one?
Oh,
So
right.
walk us home. Finish it off.
I don't. I know what it is. I just. No,
I
I've definitely
recognise
heard it. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's still up for grabs. I'm gonna just answer.
Well,
I'm gonna
tell you what.
I'm gonna jump in. It's not survival
Damn
horror.
it.
That's an easy way to get answer.
Damn
Okay,
it.
yeah, that's right. That's correct. It's not
And
survival horror.
And I'm gonna throw in. I think it's Silent Hill 2 when you get the dog ending.
That's entirely accurate. Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I was thinking Silent Hill, and I'm like, what? I'm a fucking idiot. It's not Silent Hill, sure.
Would Steve be that sadistic? Right, I just to quickly tally up all the answers and put scores together. So if you give me a moment.
Oh, that was terrible. I don't think I got a single one correct.
That was great fun.
Did any
Absolute
of us
chaos.
really-
That is.
Yeah, the round was amazing.
Yeah, it was. That was absolutely fantastic. Steve should just do all of these.
I mean, this part's the fun part for Steve. Okay, it's we have our final scores for the primary game. All right, so in first place is the illustrious Signiac with 39.
Yay.
In second place is my cohort and mayhem delivery system in chief, Sherwin Matthews. In third place,
Hold on, how many points? Sorry.
Sherwin's got 35, Si's got 39.
Nice. Well played.
Like a phoenix from the ashes in the music round, James came back and has 30.
Yeah.
KDB is in fourth with 16, and Berger is unfortunately in last place with 12.
And now, reading the file Prisoner's Notes from Resident Evil 4 Remake, Jimmy Flakes, who you can find on castingcall.club/JimmyFlakes.
Another one dead. How long has it been since I was thrown down here? The meager scraps of food provided in the beginning are gone, and they don't give us more. The pains of hunger and thirst are unbearable. Most have resorted to drinking the black water. The first to turn was Herminio. He was so weak that he couldn't even walk, but then suddenly became mad. By the time his rampage ended, 2 were dead. I think we shouldn't drink that dark liquid. Dear Labelardo has also passed, though he fought until the very end. The only thing I can do now is honor their bodies and pray that their souls find peace. Oh Lord, why do you test us so?
To round out the primary game, Sai scored 39.
Okay.
Very good. Very respectable thing. Now, this next thing is a team effort. Keep that in mind. Also, before we jump in, I will have to interject a few times to explain some rules. You'll get it. Just listen.
Hello, First Aid Spray.
Ah!
The worst nightmare has arrived. It's Retina, and I come back bearing a revenge round of questions for you.
No.
I have 10 questions, all Resident Evil themed, and they're extremely tough, and I don't expect you to get many of them right.
Oh no!
So with that, let's give you some questions.
Now,
Do we pause and go along?
I will be pausing, don't worry. What I'm going to do is, you guys are going to work together. Retina has written 10 questions for you and 10 answers. So I'm going to give you a question, then I'll give you one of their answers. I just need to get the audio files separate because I realise they are in a bit of a mess. So I'll let you have question 1 so you can mull over and figure out what your answer is.
Here's question 1. In Resident Evil 1, which of the Holy Bible books is used for the passcodes?
What?
Oh my god.
The Holy Bible books?
Well, they talk about the Doom books where you
Here's
get
question 1. In Resident Evil 1, which of the Holy Bible books is used for the passcodes?
This is on you guys.
Holy Bible.
So it's either
books.
talking. I can't imagine it's the Doom books because they're blank inside. The other one is
It-
could
no.
be to do with the MO codes.
It is the MO codes, yes.
It's a scrap of paper on the back of the MO codes.
I don't remember that whatsoever. So,
emojis.
I mean, that's already a lot more than I would have guessed. So, are these, when he said Holy Bible books, are we talking about, like, Genesis and
Yeah.
are they named after? Okay.
I mean, that might be. Is that what your answer is going to be, Genesis?
Well, no, I'm just saying as an example.
No, Genesis is actually, I think, might accidentally have been right.
It's either that or it's going to be something like, Revelations, which is the apocalypse. So maybe Genesis makes the most sense. I'm happy to go with it.
Go Genesis, because it's going to be a 6 and 1/2 dozen of the other kind of
that's fair.
to be honest.
You all happy with that?
The Book of David. Yeah, it's Genesis. That's it.
Okay, answer for number 1 is Genesis.
Yay!
Hey, well done.
Right.
Here's question 1.
No, not any question 1 right now. I appreciate it. Just that track. All right, okay. Are you all ready? You all listening?
Question 2. How many files in total can be found in Code Veronica?
You're the Code Veronica fan. Fangirl, your turn.
At least 2.
At least 2.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
Can we get like within 3? I think that would be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, so far you're rocking a total of 1 point for the Retina's Revenge round, which is, considering you only had 1 question, is pretty good.
We got 100% hit rate.
I think we should, have a window of
I think we should as well.
the answer if we get within 3 or something.
Yeah, I'll give you that. If you give me within 5.
So how many hours is the game? Like 16?
Yeah, something like that, probably. Maybe that might be a little bit more, but
Say roughly like 6-5 hour.
6 files an hour.
Yeah, what game are you playing?
What? A lot of reading in that
I'm
game.
saying it in total, does it spread out?
I mean, I like the time and the literature as a concept of, files per hour.
Files per hour.
Listen. I can read 5-6 files per hour.
Yeah. So can I.
So-
Doesn't make it the right
Well,
answer.
it feels like around 30 is probably.
I was going to say 30 as well would be my answer.
Yeah, I was leaning sort of mid-20s or something. So if we were to go...
So we're going 30, are we? Is that agreed?
Can we bring it down, if we got a window, can we bring it down...
27?
Yeah, to about
I'm
27.
You were saying 27.
That sounds like a lot. That doesn't sound right.
Okay.
Okay, answer for number 1 is...
Oh, I need number 1, right? No, thank you. Okay.
He's-
The answer for question 2 is 24.
Wow!
Whoa!
I'll give you that. You know what? I'll give you that. You get the point. Steve's feeling very generous. Just need to make sure I've got the question on up.
Question 2.
Don't need question 2. Thanks, man.
Retina bot's malfunctioning.
Bit of a fussy setup I had. I was trying to make this a bit more organised. Okay, question 3.
Question 3. What was the name of the experimental strain of T virus made by Umbrella originally used to kill off cancer cells?
Never going to get this.
You can Google it. I'm not going to say.
Can
no.
I? Thanks.
What? That's
Wasn't
you have to come to a consensus. That was my thoughts.
Original.
Wasn't
Sorry, James. Go ahead.
Virus?
Come on, James. What was your question?
Wasn't that the one found in the ocean? Abyss?
The Abyss. I don't think so. So what my brain goes to is Outbreak File 2. There's a little lab, like cabin thing in the woods. There's a bunch of cancer trials involved in that. It might be that, but there might be like an earlier one that I'm not necessarily thinking of. And if it's that one's got like a really long name with a bunch of numbers and letters. So hence why we might be allowed to Google it.
I'm going to give you 15 seconds.
Okay, here I quickly go. I'm never going to get it in that time.
Time's up.
Yeah.
I can't leave it here for too long because that's too easy.
The answer to question 3 was TJCCC
Yep.
203.
I mean,
That's the one.
I did say, Retina, I need you to be as cruel as possible.
No, that's fine.
Right. So our first W. Right.
Question 4. What was the name of the band that supported Lady Dimitrescu in her short jazz career?
What? What? Come on, James, this is your territory.
What was the name of the band that supported Lady Dimitrescu in her short jazz career?
I don't know. Like,
is it like? I'm guessing it's like Lady D and the something, and we need to think of the something.
It is.
Lady D and the Janitors.
Ladyfingers.
It's not Big E,
If I
is it?
said
That's
you're
a
not a
different
million miles away from the correct answer, just
Yeah.
to figure it out. Then.
band. Lady D and the Sisters of Mercy. I don't know.
Sisters of the D.
Sisters of the D. I like that answer.
Lady D and the stupid man things.
I'm just hearing the jazz clicks now.
Doom, 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 doom.
Shall I keep you out of suspense when you want the
Yeah,
answer?
put us out of our misery.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us.
Question 4's answer was the Pole Boys.
No.
Okay.
The what?
Oh yeah.
Lady D and the Paul Boys.
No
Alright.
idea.
Old boys.
The Pool Boys.
Oh.
Well, yeah, hey there, the Pool Boys. Okay, right. So, out of the current set of questions, we have 2. So, two out of 4, not bad.
Yeah, for that.
Question 5. Before becoming the Abyss, in what trench was the Abyss virus found?
It's Mariana, right?
That seems really obvious,
it's
but
not.
it's not. Oh, okay.
But you're in the right level of thinking.
There is another one. I can't believe. I literally
Why does my
researched
brain
this for
say
something
it
else at
begins
the
with
moment.
D or something?
Where was it around the world?
The deep trench.
The deep trench. The really deep trench.
The really, really deep one. The one
yes,
that James
the
Cameron
Aegon
didn't
trench.
go down.
Yeah.
I did research for something about this recently, and
It's. I don't know why I know this, but it's near Australia, I want to say, or maybe New Zealand. It's like in that part of the world. I don't know why I know that. It's maybe I always something about coral reef, but it's not like the coral trench or something stupid, is it?
Yeah.
So the answer...
With the band being called Lady.
Oh, Lady D
With
and
the
the Paul
band
Boys.
being called
Oh, they
Lady
discovered
D
it.
and the Pole Boys.
That's the other question. Oops. Right.
Question 5. The answer was the Kermadec Trench.
Okay.
Oh, okay, no.
Sure. The Kermit Deck trench.
Yeah, the Kermit Deck Trench.
Presumably where Cloud found the song, the
The Gilnika.
Yeah.
Question 6. Who founded the criminal bioweapons syndicate, the Connections?
me.
I mean, you can if you want, James.
I mean, I created the canon. It's canon now. We can do that.
Who founded the Connections?
Do we-
Oh, I know what. Oh God, this is that stupid thing from Village. What the hell's his name? The guy, Spencer's mate. Brandon something.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Bailey.
Brandon Bailey? Oh my God! Are we all set on that answer? Is that
Sure.
Watch me be horrifically wrong now.
Yes.
Watch me get it wrong.
Answer for question 6 was Umbrella executive Brandon Bailey.
Yay! Nice. Well done.
Glorious. Well done.
okay? Right. Are we ready?
Question 7. What was the name of the officer who shot Dr. William Birkin in the Resident Evil 2 remake?
Oh, that's a
His
great
code name is
question.
Ghost.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, his name is in the because it's like a POV of his camera, isn't it? So you can see his name in the corner.
God.
I
Well,
want to
that helped.
say. So I feel like I'm sort of taking.
Go ahead, Si. We
Sorry.
have no bloody clue.
Is it?
Everyone else is quiet. So,
Unless anybody else has anything. I want to say Martinez, maybe J. Martinez, something like that. Or that might be a different cutscene for all I know. But that name comes
better
to
than
mind.
the rest of us have got.
Brandon Bailey.
Are you all happy with Martinez?
I'm fine
Yeah.
with Martinez.
Yeah.
Okay.
The answer for question 7 is J. Martinez.
Oh!
Wow. Wow.
So we're currently rocking just under 50%. We're not doing too bad. Okay.
Question 8. What was the total length in feet of the snake BOW yawn?
Oh, God.
I'll accept within 2 feet for an answer on this one. And I apologise, you are above 50%.
It has no feet, Steve. It's a snake.
In length in feet.
18 feet.
I'm happy with that. Yeah.
You on 18 feet?
18 as well, yeah.
Okay.
The answer to question 8 was 40 feet.
Whoa!
40?
A bit off. A bit off.
There's no way that snake is 40 feet long.
Yeah,
No, it is. It
nonsense.
coils around quite a bit more.
Oh.
Yeah, should have got that.
Question
Well, it does
9.
exaggerate, but it's definitely not 18. But there we are.
Yeah, I suppose.
Whoopsie.
Question 9. What was the date of the last entry in the Secretary's Diary B in the original Resident Evil 2?
God.
Now think about when the incident and all that stuff occurs.
Yeah, okay. Good. That's a good answer. Good.
78th of Martober.
Smart. Okay, so it's September 98.
We've been experimenting on this monster. Everyone keeps warning us that it's going to get loose. I didn't listen to them. The monster got loose.
It's almost like he was there.
He doesn't like being prodded with a stick, so I thought I'd prod it with a stick a few more times.
What do people reckon? Like,
I'll give you in 3 days.
okay.
September 18th. No.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think it's that late. I think it's like
Interesting.
earlier than that.
I'm trying to remember what is even really in that file. She talks about moving the statues around and he's buying paintings up and stuff. So yeah, I think it's probably not as.
It's the one where Secretary A is the one where she's talking about the painting, and like if I went near it and he shouted at me or whatever.
Yeah.
Then B is the one where it's like I've discovered what's missed. Yeah, what he's hiding in.
Oh yeah, I've discovered his
what I need to do
lair.
is try and get out. Yeah, like it's literally I need to get out. Yeah, before I get killed or whatever.
It's interesting then. That could really be any time, couldn't it? Sure.
Sometime after Resident Evil 1.
Yeah.
Oh, ignore me. This is June 15th.
Is that your guess that we're going with?
Yeah, and I think it's because it's the same day as my birthday. And I think I remember reading it at the time.
Sure, let's go with that. I'm okay with that.
Google filling. We'll see.
No, my birthday is June the 15th. But I remember one of them I read and was
Google my
like, that's
own
my birthday. That thing happened.
I'm happy to go with that if everyone else.
We're going with June 15. Is that it?
Why not?
The answer to question 9 was the 15th of June.
Oh my god!
Hey!
No way.
That's amazing.
Well done for being born on that day.
Yeah.
All right.
Obviously not
At
88,
least-
sadly.
We collectively tied Retina right now.
So the question is, can you survive the round by getting over 50%?
Question 10. What was the name of the book written by Henry Travis, who discovered the Stairway to the Sunflower?
What game is this from?
This is
RE5.
supplemental Resident Evil 5 stuff, yeah.
Oh, that's why I don't know.
It
Okay, good luck, guys.
I thought you left that show we announced.
I'm out. I don't know. It's like natural something, but I have no idea after that. It's like an encyclopedia, so I know that it's natural something or other encyclopedia.
the natural native flowers of Southern
Juju.
Africa or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it's nature.
be-
Maybe it's not natural. Maybe it is nature something. Encyclopedia. Oh yeah, I have no
Would-
I don't have a clue.
Be native, right? Native is nature.
Yeah, maybe.
For some reason, like native.
Yeah, maybe
is, like,
it's
glowing in
natural
my head.
native nature encyclopedia.
Natural
Extremely
native nature.
illiterate.
Okay. I guess I'll let Retina play us out.
And the answer to question 10 is the Natural History Conspectus.
I don't know whether to give that to you or not. I've got to...
Natural native nature.
We don't deserve it. We don't.
No.
No,
Yeah,
I
that
feel
was
like
we were just too general.
50%. They did have a goodbye message, so I'm going to play that now for them.
Congratulations, First Aid Spray. You have answered my question successfully.
Sort of.
But this is not the end, and I will be back.
Oh, goodness.
Amazing.
Oh, I love it now.
I'm terrified.
Again, thank you for letting me do this. This has been a real bit of fun, and it's been great to finally have a chance to try something a little different. Again, thank you.
Thank you,
Oh,
Red.
that's nice. Thanks,
really
Red.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool.
They were a good sport, and I thought, after the last quiz, they needed their time to
Yeah, I think that's
speak anything.
Indeed.
and thus ends the quiz, all 4 rounds. And
Amazing,
God, my
actually.
desktop's a mess. All right, it wouldn't be a First Aid Spray
Season finale.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with words, me. If we didn't have a Troblem Solver, I must admit, this one, it was originally, the quiz was going to be this whole thing where you were going around a mansion looking for clues, and they would basically give you different quizzes, but I just couldn't make it work. And I didn't like the idea of you could have quiz questions you could miss. So I ended up rewriting the old one into a new one. But it's unrecognizable.
Well, if
so-
that's the case, Dave, and you're doing it next year, let me know in advance, and I can probably help you with that bit.
Duly
With
noted.
that all being said, then, it's, I hope you're all ready, because it's Troblem Solver 2 by Steve, age 37. Oh my goodness, is it that time again already? Feels like it's only been 2 years since the adventures of original character and that whole tomfoolery business and whatnot. So as it turns out, your life has been very busy of late. Monster hunting, space flight, fantasy pizza. The very highest life, surely. But oh no! You're due for a podcast recording at the Podcast Tower. Unlike real life trademark people, you need to do these things at the studio, not your own home. It's just not cricket, your parental figures tell you. Also, silly goose that you are, what with the whole you have more than one brain telling you what you should do, you've gone and lost your car keys. So you've got to find an alternative means of travel to get to the Podcast Tower fast. The first idea that comes to mind is hitchhike. It's theoretically free, and you could always save some pennies because you're a bit of a tight git. You do also browse your phone contacts briefly, though, and there is a button that says Uber that looks right tempting, if you're in a bit of a rush like. So what do? Do you hitchhike or call Uber?
I vote Uber.
I like
I
you,
would
Bears.
also. I like you, Bear. It's how I pronounce it.
Yep, you Bears are good.
Okay, so we're going Uber.
Yeah.
First Aid Spray does not condone using hitchhiking, by the way. Just getting out of there legally. Okay.
It's unsafe.
So you have chosen to call Uber. You cannot possibly afford to be late. Even if it costs money, you have to make this meeting. Pressing the call button, you're almost taken aback with how quickly they suddenly appear. It's like make-believe or a poorly written short story. You need something and it just appears. Your very own Deus Ex machine or whatever they call it. The car itself is one of those weird two-door smart cars. It's silver. The driver, obscured by a large hat, asks loudly in a thick British accent, "All right, mate, where are we going?" You think about where you need to go. Of course, the podcast. But where is it? Your instincts routinely fail, but it is an emergency. You know you have to go with either your head or your gut. So, do you go with your head or your gut?
Always gut.
Always gut.
Gut. You got to trust your gut.
Follow your
I mean,
stomach.
You gotta think things through. Analytically, that's how you make it to the end of these things.
So I've got one vote for each.
+1 to follow
feel-
your stomach. I mean, gut.
Yeah, I was going to
Okay.
say, if we follow our stomach, then we presumably end up in a Pizza Hut or somewhere if we get the wrong location, which we should get something to eat at least.
There is a rule. Like, did we eat before we came out?
I'm afraid I can't give you that bit of the law. It's classified.
Okay.
So
Do we feel
we
the
have
ape
3
before we
votes for gut. So I think that's where we're going, which
Yeah.
means I have to scroll all the way down. Okay, give me a second.
Good. I'm making you work.
Your stomach rumbles. You know it's unhealthy, but you crave a burger pretty badly.
God,
you flick down through the Discord and notice there still isn't a #food discussion tab. To your dismay. Knowing you're already in the Uber, you ask if he can sort out some eats. They seem enthusiastic and give a quick nod, and then they reply, "Yeah, bruv, eatin' or eat out?" The answer is simple, you think. Do you eat in or eat out?
Obviously, you eat out every time.
No, you do not. Judging by the last 2 years of the UK, we are going to eat in. Okay?
So that's one vote for eat in, one vote for eat out.
Yeah. We're not going to eat out to help the virus.
No.
Yeah, okay.
So, okay, we're eating in. I'm sorry, Burger, you've been outvoted. Okay, I have to scroll even further down. Give me a second. Okay, right. Oh, we've got an ending. Okay.
Oh.
You chose to eat in. Like some kind of powered engine, the mysterious driver of a questionable accent drives through your local shopping precinct. You swear you're taking off the ground as you look through your hands in shock. Then suddenly, a flash of bright light. You're no longer in the car. You're on a paddle boat, filled to the brim with harpoons. What's more, there's a strapping young lad with an out-of-date haircut right in front of you. At least it's scenic. You're on a lake, you think. The sun is setting too. Hi, is this the restaurant? You struggle to say, as you accidentally knock the young lad who was throwing a harpoon from the boat at something in the water. You want to apologise for distracting the guy, but it might be too late already. Something huge is swirling in the lake alongside the boat. The boat shakes. Oh no. The young lad might be splash! Some kind of giant salamander slash catfish slash lake demon erupts from the side of the boat, the side of the guy who just fell in. With barely a moment to spare, you grab onto the boat's power cord. It works to life, and within moments, you shred the waves to get away, landing on the lake shore. It's then that you turn around to look back for the young man when suddenly, chomp! You have unlocked the Eaten by Del Lago ending.
Best ending ever.
Yeah. What a way to go.
I love that we were eaten. I see you, Steve.
I would say, do you want to go again? But I feel like,
I absolutely want to go again.
Oh, okay, all right, okay.
Give us the other. I tell you what. Give us the other option of we chose not to eat in.
Yeah,
you want to eat out. I believe that's also an ending, by the way. Okay, let me see if I can find it on my list of things. Okay,
is it PG, Steve?
Yes, they're all PG. So, well, they're violent, but they're not sexual. I do think people might listen to them, but we can't go into that level of eroticism this time. I'm not right after all. Okay, so you have retconned time and decided to eat out.
I'm telling you guys, Applebee's the way to go.
With a quick nod, the driver hits the pedal to the metal. A flash of speed later, you reach what you can only assume is the intended destination. There you go, bruv! Finest eats this side of Europe! He gestures you out of the car. You go to get your wallet to pay, but as if by lightning, they're gone just as quick as they arrived. Very convenient storytelling. Finally, back to business, you take stock around you. From what you can see, you're in a charming little rustic hamlet. The sign above says Val de la Lobos or something like that. The town square is filled with friendly townfolk, farmers and woodcutters, you think. One of the locals gives you a glance. They smile and give you a nod. Then they come over to you and hand you, of all things, a golden chicken egg. You're famished, and so you eagerly gobble it down.
Oh.
The villager smiles at you. You think you hear something about bingo, but then the strangest thing, you hear words. Sadler calls, Sadler calls, Sadler calls. Your last rational thought is realizing that you're the one chanting them. You have unlocked. Join the Illuminados.
Ah, yes.
I know. I realize that's not quite how the law works, internet arguer people. Okay, But it is
We're
also a
having
made-up
fun.
story made by Steve, age 37.
This is our canon.
You can't
This is
tell me
the
otherwise.
Barryverse. It's fine.
Fantastic.
Okay.
So I'm going to assume that we can just put that on the website, Steve, for people who want to take part in their own version of the Troblem Solver. Is that all right if we can snap it up there now?
You may want to neaten it up a little.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I will also warn you, there is one ending, there's a total cop-out that ends with a link to the previous Choose Your Own Adventure. I'll let them discover that one.
Excellent. Yes, so if you would like to partake in Troblem Solver Part 2 or whatever by Steve Age 37, it is now on the website as you hear this, as this episode goes live. Thank you, Steve, for a fantastic, legally distinct Choose Your Own, Troblem Solver, and fantastic quiz.
Thank you, Steve.
Yeah, that
You're
was
very
wonderful, Steve.
welcome.
Did I win?
That was awesome, Steve. You're the best.
Did you say, did I win?
Did I
Yeah,
win?
of course I won. Of course I won.
Side one.
So Si won, which means Si's do the quiz next time, I think.
Basically, yeah, but I might enlist you for the story next year.
I'll happily do that. I'll tell you what, that's the deal. I'll do the story bit. I'll do the Troblem Solver. You do the quiz.
Yeah, that's the second prize, second place prize of this quiz. You get to write the story. Fantastic. Cool. So that wraps up Trivia Challenge 5 and also Season 5 of the show. And episode 75, by the way. I know I said that at the top of the show, but quite ridiculous that we're at 75 episodes, plus all the other stuff. So just, as I said, on the 28th of November, we'll be dropping our 5 years of First Aid Spray and 5 years of Resident Evil since we've been a podcast discussion, so do check that out. That's a bit, it's not like hugely self-serving, but there's a little bit of sort of wrapping up a First Aid Spray to this point in there. But yeah, just wanted to say again, thank you everyone for listening and supporting First Aid Spray. And yeah, 5 years. It's pretty cool. Nothing else remains for me but to thank our contributors, our patrons, and our listeners. Join the First Aid Spray Discord server to become part of our community and hear the show early and unedited. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and more. All of these links and all of our content can be found at faspraypod.com. You can listen to the podcast on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, and all good podcasting apps. And if you like what you hear, please do leave us a review where you can and spread the good word. Don't forget you can support the show by picking up some merch, and there might be a new design coming on the 28th as well, or at patreon.com/FA-SprayPod for as little as $1 a month. In Season 6 of First Aid Spray, we continue Comic Club, we take on the CGI movies. In Film Club, we look back on games from every era of the franchise, and it all kicks off with our retrospective review of Resident Evil 5. Thank you to the panel. You can follow all of the Pueblo people individually. I'm at Siniac_123, Steve is at FB Steve Was Taken, Sherwin is at Sherwin's Agenda, James is at MoistOwl@OFF, Kelsey is at K_D_B_, and Burger is at It's Burger Time. And also, Retina is at Retina8719 as a special thank you. And finally, thank you for listening and have a good week.
Wake. I'm awake.
Progressively say
Goldblum.
I will not stop.
Wake.
Oh, it's so good.
Show me the champion.
It's funny, actually. Just like, Kelsey, I swear you've tweeted about that song like 3 times in the last few days. And every time that you tweet about it, just so happened to be that I'm listening to it. But in all fairness, I listen to it like 12 hours a day at this point. So.
This is not a lie. Go into the gym, like, I will listen to it 3 times on repeat because you end up with like 30 minutes of workout just with the same song.
I listen to the video edit version these days, just a little bit, little bit more truncated.
You need that in there. You need the the speech in there as well. I think it adds to it.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Would you say you lived a jaded life?
Never meant for it to ruin my life that way.
It is the talking bits for me that just make me laugh every time. He goes, but true, It's so cheesy.
True.
Oh, I love it so much.